Hi everybody. I brought home the repeatware from Nokomis Groves that didn't sell last season, and I'm going to try to sell it this summer and keep working on new pieces for Nokomis Groves for next season. The season being, end of October until middle of May. So, I thought it might be fun, since I've got a really nice variety of things here, to kind of just summarize my glaze combinations and what it is I did for each piece, what kind of glaze I'm using, what I liked best, what sold best. I thought it might be some help to newbies like me. So, I think I'll start right where I am. The two mugs in the foreground and the vase, the primary color on those is fog, and the camera doesn't really do it justice. It's a gray-green, but it has a real nice smoky green to it. In the case of the vase, I did fog from the bottom up about 3/4 of the way, and then Standard Ceramic Supply cream from the top down. So it's solid cream on top, a combo, and then fog. Fog is also from Standard Ceramic Supply. Whereas in the case of the mug, I dipped the bottom of the mug down into Chun Red, maybe just halfway. And then I filled the inside of the mug and the top 2/3 of the mug in fog. And so that beautiful coloration you see in the middle there, that's fog over Chun Red. I plan to do more of this combination next year. I really like the way the fog broke at the rim and edges, and then I like that textured, beautiful pattern there. I hope you can see the texture. And then if I don't use too much Chun Red, it stopped right at the wax line, which was really nice. Speaking of Chun Red, one of my favorites still, and I'm going to maximize it, is Fire Brick from the bottom up about 2/3 of the way, and then Chun Red dip from the rim down, overlapping the Fire Brick maybe an inch or so. And that's how I got that really cool foamy black. I intend to use this in a lot this summer and have some pieces for next season that use this combination. Especially around Christmas time, I think it would really do well. I think people would like this on their Christmas table. So the Fire Brick is Potter's Choice, and the Chun Red, Chunred, I got from Laguna Moroccan Sand, I believe was the category I found it in. Now this pencil holder, my husband made, and I was experimenting a little bit, trying to reproduce some of the things that Hobby Potter had done with Fern Mist and Colonial White. So I dipped the entire piece in Shino, so you can still see the Shino on the bottom. And then I put Colonial White probably halfway, and then Fern Mist maybe an inch, inch and a half on the rim, and the Fern Mist pulled all the way down like that. It's really a pretty color. It's not unlike the tablecloth that it's sitting on, almost a spring green. But because it's so layered, it pulls and it's got nice texture to it. I like this combination, but I find that it's touchy and that sometimes it drips too much. Okay, all of these what I would call bright, light blue pieces. Every single one of them was done the same way. I dipped the bottom of the piece in Shino, from the bottom up about 2/3 of the way, and then I filled the inside with chambray and then dipped the rim about maybe a halfway in chambray. And so I got this nice tricolor. Solid chambray, nice breaking on the rim, nice overlap with the Shino. Same thing with the salsa servers, the batter bowl. Did it the same way. You can see the solid chambray there and the overlap, but it really did move. I mean, I probably put it to there, and it moved a good inch. And then the salsa servers, same thing. I only put the Shino on the outside, filled each bowl with chambray, dumped them out, and then dipped the chambray maybe an inch, maybe a half an inch over the rim, just slightly over the Shino, and it pulled down. I like the bright blue for my repeat wear. This did very well. So does the, oh yeah, chambray is a standard ceramic supply glaze, and Shino is a glaze I get from Carla at Carla's Clay in Sarasota, Florida. Now this is sea mist over Shino on the inside of the bowl. So I waxed the bottom, dipped the whole thing in Shino, then poured sea mist into each bowl, dipping them out. And so when you put the sea mist over the Shino, it puddles a little bit more, and you get this very sea glass frothy kind of a color. Whereas a couple of them, I just put the Shino on the outside, dipping it in, and then filled the inside with just sea mist. And that's also pretty. And you don't get as much puddling. You can see the swirls on the bottom a little better. And yet you get that nice dual color along the outside. So I like both. I'll continue to do both applications. And then here's what happens, right? This mug and this mug, the glaze was applied exactly the same way. There was no difference whatsoever. Shino from the bottom up to there, sea mist from the top down to there. Same thing here. Only what a difference. This looks like tricolor, and this one blended better. I prefer this, but you never know what you're going to get, do you? It probably depends on, did I immediately mix the sea mist before I dipped it? Where was it in the kiln? All those things can impact exactly what you get. It's always a surprise. Those two mugs back there are sea mist over Mediterranean mist. Again, they're both standard ceramic supply colors. I love the way the sea mist blended into the Mediterranean mist. You just have to be careful. You can't overlap the Mediterranean mist too much. I had to make sure I just went down maybe just a little bit over 1/3 of the way with the sea mist, because it'll puddle along the bottom rim, which I don't like. Neither of these puddled. They're absolutely beautiful in person. And then this is Mediterranean mist. Again, Mediterranean mist is a standard ceramic supply color over Shino. And in this case, it's completely med mist on the inside, and I did the Shino just from the bottom up. And same thing with these. This, on the other hand, as you can see, subtle difference. This is what happens when you put the med mist over the Shino. You get not so much blue, but you get nice breaks, foamy. So similar, but yet just subtly different. This vase, bottle vase, was dipped in Shino. Again, I get that from Carla's Clay in Sarasota, Florida. And then, holding on to the foot, I dipped it into iron red, probably 1/3 of the way down the body of the vase, and then put just a touch of cream. The cream only went to like there. And the cream is what pulled all this down. So cool. I have to remember to look into the camera viewfinder. And then, of course, poppies. Poppies just do great on fog. I don't think that I like them as well on any other color. And I've tried a few. I've tried sea mist, which is a good complementary color. I've tried blue. I've tried orange with blue, but red on the fog is the best, I think. And then these are some new colors that I'm going to be playing around with. This one right here, move my toad house out of the way. That's the one that was standard ceramic Celadon. And it was just this very, 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 very pale blue-green. Well then, that's like a test. You can see the speckled brown stoneware coming through. And then this one was Celadon over sea mist. Celadon, did I say? It's standard ceramic also. So they're the same Glaze company, and just got a little bit of a different color out of it. I like it very much. If I put a little less Celadon on, I think I put it onto there. If I'd only put it to there, it probably would have moved to there, and then that beautiful edge would have been up higher. And then this one is Castile over sea mist. Now Castile is a Laguna Moroccan sand color, and that's the one that I keep getting the pinholes with. This little vase I did not get pinholes. Love the color, so I'm going to continue to work with it. I'm going to figure out what hydrometer reading I need in order to make it really work. So that's going to be some experimentation this summer. So, I'm bended down on my knees, so I have to get up. So these are the pieces that I have left, and these are really the primary colors that I've been using for my sales at Nokomis Groves. I had a great year. She wants me back next season, which is making me very happy. So I'm working on perfecting some of these. The salsa servers I don't think I'm going to change because the size seems to work really well and they fit in the kiln really well. I can get 2, 4, 6. I can get 6 on a shelf, which is good. I'm working on making my mugs a little bit bigger, just a ½ inch taller, but the same tankard shape. And I'm also thinking about putting the little thumb rest back on and adding a shark's tooth, because that's very popular here, especially in the Venice Nokomis area. We're known for that. I really like the batter bowls and they sold well, but I think I'd also like to come up with a larger bowl that I could sell without a spout and just call it a mixing bowl, and then maybe have a companion that would be lower and wider and call it a fruit bowl. So I'll have batter bowls, mixing bowls, and fruit bowls next year if I get my act together. And I've got some brand new colors in the studio right now, new glazes that I'm going to be working on. Smoke Sienna by Potter's Choice, Umber Float by Potter's Choice. I picked up some Chung Plum, Potter's Choice, and I picked up some Spring Green from Laguna Moroccan Sand. I used it once in a pottery class, and it was kind of the color of this tablecloth. Although, I don't know if you can even see it, the color. Okay, so I probably made everybody dizzy and bored you to death. That's what I'm working on now. Thanks for watching.